When Justine Damon was shot and killed by a Minneapolis police officer more than a week ago, her death was not captured on the officer's body camera or his partner's. Those cameras weren't turned on. Well, today city council members will be briefed on an audit of MPD's body camera technology and procedures. And this issue is becoming the center of debate among Minneapolis mayoral candidates. They'll square off in the election this fall.
A handful trying to unseat Mayor Betsy Hodges. Ellery McArdle is joining us in the newsroom. And Ellery, what are the other candidates saying?
Well, they want bigger public safety changes in Minneapolis. Mayor Betsy Hodges called for now former Minneapolis Police Chief Janae Harteau's resignation last week, but some say that's not enough. Candidate Jacob Fry feels that way. In a Facebook post overnight, he writes that he wants random audits of police officers, automated technology for body cameras, and changing use of force policies. Candidate Raymond Den says he wants to disarm officers and establish an accountable public safety model. Well, Hodges is facing criticism. Last Friday, we showed you she was booed out of her own press conference by people calling for her resignation. Hodges says she's not going to resign. She's confident in appointing Medaria Arredondo as the new chief of the police department. He has been on the force since 1989, and Hodges says he's gained the trust of many neighborhoods in the city. Tim?
Thank you, Ellery. 6:03 Attorney General Jeff Sessions warning the nation's cities that they're going to be losing millions in grant money if they don't help federal agents deport suspected undocumented immigrants held in local jails. It was the latest move in a series of actions directed at what are known as sanctuary cities, and that does include Minneapolis and St. Paul. Police departments use grant money for everything from bulletproof vests to body cameras. Sessions unveiling the policy amid speculation about whether he will retain his job following President Donald Trump's blistering public criticism when Sessions recused himself from the Russia investigation.
We will see what happens. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Sessions made the decision because he had served on the Trump campaign. The move has been viewed as necessary on both sides of the aisle.
It is unprecedented for a president to call out over and over again a sitting member of his own cabinet for simply following the rule of law.
Some legal experts say the president may be looking to replace Sessions with an AG who is willing to end the Russian investigation.
If President Trump has nothing to worry about this Russian investigation and he's truly innocent of any kind of conspiracy with the Russians, he should welcome this investigation.
When the Senate Judiciary Committee meets this morning, two key witnesses will not be there: Donald Trump Jr. and former Trump campaign chair Paul Manafort. Lawmakers want to know more about their meeting last summer with this Russian attorney. But last night, lawmakers suddenly dropped Manafort's subpoena, working behind the scenes to interview both at a later date. Community leaders say Manafort has turned over notes from that Russia meeting.
Well, the Metropolitan Council here in town faces a tough vote today that will impact all commuters who rely on Metro Transit. Should the council raise fares on all buses, light rail trains, and North Star commuter rail service? Melissa Colorado's in downtown Minneapolis right now. Commuters getting on the train there with more for us. Hi, Melissa.
Hi there, Kim. If the Met Council decides to approve this fare hike, that means commuters like those folks here in downtown Minneapolis getting ready to board the Blue Line or the Green Line, they might see those proposed fare hikes implemented by October 1st of this year. And I spoke to the chair of the Met Council, and he tells me commuters might even have to brace for additional fare hikes in the years to come. Now, here is why. The Met Council, they are struggling with a $74 million structural deficit, and that is why they are proposing this 25-cent across-the-board fare hike. That includes North Star trains as well. If you are someone with a disability or a health condition who relies on Metro mobility, this affects you as well. Your base fare could go up by 50 cents plus an extra 75-cent surcharge for trips greater than 15 miles. The chair of the Met Council tells me he's afraid this could lead to less riders and more congestion on the roads.
About half of our riders are what we call choice riders. They don't have to take transit, they choose to, and if we lose those riders, if that hurts our agency and it hurts ridership, it also puts more cars on the road. It's bad for the environment.
So the big question is, how much extra cash will this proposed fare hike generate? A little less than $7 million, Kim and Tim. Not quite enough to resolve this major structural deficit. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Melissa Colorado. We're about a week away from the opening of training camp for the Golden Gopher football team, and while you can bet the players are chomping at the bit, they probably still pale in comparison to how geeked out their head coach PJ Fleck is. Fleck and his maroon and gold footballers opened the regular season on August 31st against the University of Buffalo. This week, all the teams in the conference are taking part in Big Ten Media Days, and yesterday Fleck took center stage with a new look but the same supercharged level of energy. Next week, we're going to see a lot more of PJ Fleck when his reality show debuts on ESPNU.
It's an honor to be able to have a reality show on the University of Minnesota Golden Gopher football. I mean, that is truly an honor. I have not seen the show. I've lived life, so I kind of know what that's like, but I don't know what the show is going to be like. So I don't know if this is going to be like the Kardashians or they're going to spin it that way, or it's going to be a little bit tamer, but it'll be a little interesting to see what kind of comes out of the reality show. But again, it's about University of Minnesota. It's about rowing the boat, and it's about our culture and our new program that we brought in to the Twin Cities.
Okay.
He seemed very excited.
I saw him.
That's not an act. I mean, it is, but it's all the time.
Yeah, if you've watched it.
It's all the time.
The thing that got me, though, it was like, who is that? Oh, my gosh. He decided to just go for the summer cut.
He did, and he can pull it off. That's one of the things I looked at right away. He's got that really close crop thing.
Were you thinking about that?
I'm really not.
Should you go there?
I don't think I've got that PJ Fleck ability to pull that off, but he looks good.
He looks cool and comfortable, yes.
Yeah. Sharply dressed as well.
Exactly.
The guy doesn't miss he's social media. He's all over it. Almost as good as I am on social media, Alicia.
You're pretty good. You're getting there.
Stop. Weather.
You're getting
Just
slowly
go.
but surely.
I'll say nothing.
The thunder showers off to the east and south. Dry now across most of the metro. Could see a few stray showers still this morning, but those thunderstorms moving further and further away. We'll actually see some sun late in the day. Humidity, you'll have to wait until tomorrow for that to drop. Still pretty muggy today.
And we are dealing with the flooded roadway along 94. It's not impacting anyone's commute because it isn't a work zone. So just something to watch out for. Roads that are wet. No other crashes right now. We've had a few this morning, but it's looking pretty good at this point. Well, Wonder Woman has a few reasons to celebrate. The superhero picked now the highest grossing film of the summer, raking in, you guys, $780 million worldwide. So that did pretty well.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, overnight we learned new details about the sequel, Wonder Woman 2. It's going to hit theaters December 13th, 2019.
And
I feel like December. No, they probably haven't yet.
They already have a date set?
December, though, is when all the
That
big
kind of money online.
flicks are released.
Yeah.
They're
For the
always
Christmas
around
break.
Christmas time.
Yep.
So there you have it.
Look forward to that. The race that wasn't. Michael Phelps weighing in on the controversy over his showdown against an animated shark.
Hey, check this out. Minnesota's own version of Footloose, the town that's trying to find a compromise over a Sunday dance ban.
And the high cost of funding higher education, interest rates on student loans, they've gone up. Financial expert Dan Ament tells us what to watch for when your student needs a loan.